Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to WHU TV. My name is John, your host, as always, and I hope you're doing well, as I always do, especially in these circumstances when we are in the lockdown. Turn my telly down a bit. Still a bit too loud. Just get it down to there we go. As always, guys, this video is sponsored by the channel sponsor. If I can remember where I bloody put the logo. Where are we? Where is it? 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 Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where... Yeah, we go. 3retro.com. Here we go. Just get that. There you go. Please click the link in the description below that will take you directly through to the West Ham section of their website, where you can purchase retro kits from the 60s all the way through to the early 2000s, as you're seeing from the icon that's up here, along with clout and blue track jackets, polo shirts, sweatshirts and t-shirts, so go check those out. Any purchases made through the link in the description below, the channel commission that we would normally be getting, I'll be donating to the charity that's running along here, Iron Supporting Food Banks. So guys, because at the end of the day, as you know, I want to try and help those guys who can't help themselves. So by all means, please do go and click in that section and get some money over to a very, very large, unfortunately, group of people that really do need our help. Ethan, welcome. Hope you're all right, and welcome to the other 5 viewers that are watching this at the moment. As I say, guys, I've got the chat up and running again, and everything's running perfectly fine. I got the scorecard back. As you can see, I'm wearing the new merchandise is available in the shop if you'd like, the channel shop if you'd like it. So there you go. You got Come On You Irons with the channel name just at the bottom there. If you like this, then by all means, there's a club shop link in the description below, so go and check that out. But so as always, guys, let's talk about the team sheets. So for West Ham, unchanged in the formation that we normally see it in a 4-2-3-1 formation, with Fabianski in goal, Creswell at left back, Ogbonna and Dawson at right in the centre midfield. That's right, centre backs, I should say, and Soufal at right back. In the defensive midfield positions, as always, is Rice and Souček. Fornals, Benrahma and Bowen making up the attacking midfield, with Antonio up front. On the bench is David Martin, Issa Diop, Ben Johnson, Andre Yarmolenko, Ryan Fredericks, Fabian Balbuena, Manuel Lanzini, Mark Noble, and the youngster Adempo Odibeku. Now, to talk about the Liverpool lineup as well, in exactly as I predicted in my preview, they are in a 4-3-3 formation, with Alisson in goal, Robertson, Henderson, Phillips, and Alexander-Arnold making up the back four, Milner, Wijnaldum, and Alcantara in the midfield, with the front attacking three of Salah, Origi, and Shaqiri. And on the bench for Liverpool is Adrian, Roberto Firmino, Curtis Jones, Reece Williams, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, Konstantinos Simkas, I think you pronounce that, Koeman Keller, Nico Williams, and Takumi Minowa. Oh, sorry, Minamoa. Oh, I don't bloody know how you pronounce his name. Guys, so it's going to be interesting. It's going to be a very, very interesting game tonight. Really, really looking forward. I've been looking forward to this all week, and you know, it's just everything seems to be working fine, and I'm loving it. So, Ethan, as I said, hello. Kieran, good morning, mate. Tony, hello, mate. Hope you're still feeling better. You reckon it's 2-1? Fancy our chances today. Kieran, yep. Perfectly. Hello, mate. Tony, yep, you two were talking to each other, which is all good. So, and also for that matter, guys, we have the old mug. I thought bought the mug back. I thought it'd be nice to have that. So, salut. But yeah, it's going to be a very, very interesting game today, guys. And also for that matter, Mark, welcome, mate. We're not going to have the 5-0 prediction that you put up on Twitter earlier. That did make me laugh when I saw that. But yeah, as I say, everything's raring to go, literally. So just going to. So yeah, guys, what you're thinking? Herbert says beat that Liverpool and West Ham are in. Well, in what? Antonio will be licking his lips against Henderson and Phillips. Exactly. Sheena, welcome back. Hope you're all right. And a few the shouting commentator at Liverpool for the Liverpool game as always. God, I don't know why commentators shout. I really don't understand why they shout. It just absolutely does my head in. But I meant beat that Liverpool press and West Ham are in. Are in what? Are in league good position? We're in fourth again? What are you referring to, Herbert? Come on. More, hello, Rick. 2-1, he reckons, to West Ham. Mark says 5-0. No Firmino, no Mane, no height in their team. Souček will have a field day. He will. That side of it, I agree with you, son. 100% agree with you. So game's gonna kick off any second now. So I'm just gonna do some quick update on the channel, just really quickly. There, that's better. That makes it a bit better. Sorry guys, the clock's frozen for some random reason. Let me just try and get it up to date for you. Oops, no, wrong one. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there you go, perfect. So sorry about that, guys. As I say, because I've had to turn the volume so low, I didn't even know the guys had kicked off. Couldn't hear the whistle. I didn't even hear a whistle at all, apart from that free kick that was just been taken. So let's get some details up for you while we're waiting. I mean, obviously the game is kicked off itself. Where are we? So yeah, Liverpool in a really weird black setup, and I don't get that get up. I really don't. But it is what it is for Liverpool. So Alisson with the ball, Antonio running for it. Could have gone a bit harder on that, if I'm completely honest with you. I reckon he could have gone a little bit harder on that. So Milner on the ball now. Passing it back to what looks like Phillips. And now we've got Robertson on the charge. Bowen trying to keep up with him, but not. Soufal trying to keep on to him as well. And it goes out for is that a goal kick by the looks of things? Looks like a goal kick. I've seen the replay of it here from a better angle. So let's have a look. Let's have a look at it. No, it is a corner. It is a corner. Mark says black checks with pink piping. Terrible strip. Could be worse, mate. Could be worse. So corner taken. Cleared out by Soufal. Behind his father's Trent Alexander-Arnold. Looks like you handballed it by the looks of it. Tony, you're absolutely right. It's not as bad as a United's away strip. So just waiting for Fabianski to take the goal kick, or the free kick, I should say. Guys, just let me know if you can hear me all right, because it's a new microphone, and I just want to make sure that everything's all right. I mean, I can see it's okay, but I want to make sure you guys can hear me all right. So ball cleared. Liverpool on the charge, as you'd imagine, but very good interplay between Lanzini and Fornals then. That's right, Benrahma and Fornals, I should say. Bowen. Ball in from Bowen. Fornals passing it back, but in the wrong direction. Mark says loud and clear. Thank you very much, mate. I'm not asking if you guys can hear me. I said, how does it sound? Not can you hear me? Tony says Fornals off to a good start, kicking it at Antonio. Just a little bit, son. Yeah. So now we've got a bit of stalemate play from Liverpool by the looks of it. So Alcantara, or Thiago as he's known as. Robertson back to Thiago. Nice interception from Bowen in the mix of that. Fluid football from Liverpool as we would expect, and Benrahma trying to chase the ball down just on the halfway line, but not really getting anywhere. Rick says it sounds perfect. Thank you very much, mate. So yeah, a little bit of. So we've got all 11 men behind the ball so far, and it's only not even 5 minutes in yet. Honestly, West Ham, come on, show a bit more fight. I mean, I know Moyes doesn't want to try and concede or anything, you know, try and over egg everything, like. But come on, show a bit of fight. There you go. Origi's shot. Open the gates and let it out. Says Mark. So nice little interplay between Shaqiri and where are we? Shaqiri and Origi. Very nice interplay between the two of them. Sheena asks, how do you feel about Lingard signing? I think it's a good idea. As I said in the last stream we did, I think it's a fantastic idea. He's going to give the midfielders a lot to try and a lot of competition, which is exactly what we need. Which is good. Which is everything that we need. So guys, I'm just gonna adjust this because we actually went into double digits for a second then for the viewers. So hopefully that viewer count should be a bit more. Come on, let's try and sort this. Honestly, the amount of admin stuff you got to do with this for this channel is unbelievable. It's totally crazy. Hopefully that's a bit better. Right, so there's not really that much going on for really. I mean, it's just a bit of interplay more than anything else. With Fornals' ball trying to go down the line but gets intercepted. Rice is challenging for the ball. Nice to see him there. Fornals is static. Nothing much really going on. Really, just a lot of playing, giving Liverpool too much respect as we usually do. So yeah, it's a bit of a slow start. It's pretty much as I expected it to be. So Socek with the header out. So Soufal with the header out, and there's Soufal on the ball again. Long ball trying to clear, but gets only as far as Henderson, I think, by the looks of it. Yeah, Henderson. So yeah, just not much doing from West Ham at the minute. Just giving Liverpool time on the ball as we always do. Trying a challenge here and there, but not really getting away with it. This is gonna be a long game. Just as Robertson puts the ball over to try and find Alexander-Arnold and gets in the box. Nice little dink from Creswell. I don't think he meant that in any shape or form. But Socek on the ball and just lost it now. And Wijnaldum goes for goal and massively over the bar. Sheena says, my son is laughing at his uncle because his uncle's a Man United fan. Mark says, do you think Shaqiri will give us a song at half time? So yeah, so nice little replay going on still. This doesn't fit. I know a lot of us were getting a little bit carried away for this, but I was generally kind of thinking this game would have a bit more tempo than this. I genuinely did. I mean, bearing in mind, great interception by Antonio there. Really nice interception from him as he runs down the left-hand flank now, taking on Alexander-Arnold. Socek with the back header by the looks of it. And Liverpool clear with Origi. Yeah, now Thiago passes the ball through to Henderson, I think that is. Yeah, no, it's Milner, you'd say. He's running like Henderson. Now Henderson's on the ball, walking. No pressure on the ball whatsoever. Absolutely no pressure on the ball. It's unreal. Bone with it got in place at the right time and now taking a run, but nobody's supporting it. Everyone's standing around. Fornals. Creswell with a long ball up, trying to find Antonio, but no, trying to find Fornals, but nobody's there, and it goes out for a goal kick. Tony says, think you're being cautious at the moment, JP. Hoped not too much though. Yeah, it is. It's very cautious football. We've got 10 viewers. Thank you guys. It is very cautious football and slightly too cautious because at the end of the day we still should be trying to go for them. We really still should be trying to go for them. Just not as I say, just giving them too much respect. Not enough time. Not enough players moving about more in the fluidity that we've come to see over the last few weeks. You know, and it's just now it goes out for a West Ham thrown off Robertson. But Tony, I agree. It is cautious football, but this is overly cautious. We're only 10 minutes in. We've hardly had a touch of the ball. We genuinely haven't, by the looks of it, had a touch of the ball. Molden Hammer, welcome. Always nice to see new people. JP, who would you rather sign, Josh King or Mo Lester? Well, I don't know who Mo Lester is, so it'd have to be Josh King out of the two. And even Josh King, it's not going to happen now because we've bought in we've bought in Lingard. We've bought in Lingard from Man United. So they're basically the same player. Both wingers, not central centre forwards or strikers for that matter. So yeah, I said before, Josh King's not really the option long term. Lingard's not really the option long term. But this is going to be a great opportunity, as Ryan says from West Ham Fan TV. It's going to be a great opportunity for him to get into the England squad. So Robertson. So Dawson brings down Origi, but the ball's being played on because of possession. Now Ogbonna over to Rice. So we fell back to Rice. I have to brighten the screen up a bit, man. This is well dark. I can hardly see a freaking thing. It's unreal. I don't know why there's all this dark all of a sudden. I think it's just now TV. How crap it is. There you go. It's a bit better. Mark says he'd rather sign Roy Lyons. Tony says, do you think we will get anyone else tomorrow before the window shuts? I doubt it, Tone. I really don't. It'd be interesting to see what everybody else says, but I genuinely can't see it. Genuinely can't see it. And I guarantee Tuesday lunchtime, Sullivan will be on the radio saying, oh yeah, well, we tried to get a few plays in, but it didn't work. Ethan says, what software do you use to live stream? I use StreamYards. I used StreamYard last week and Streamlabs OBS this time round. Because this setup here is custom, relatively custom made. I took a few weeks out because obviously even you haven't been in for a while, so it's been a few months since you've been back in, but that's what I'm using. Tony says, keep on looking at the stands. I think it's foggy. Just glare off the cameras of the floodlights. Probably, mate. Yeah. When I was watching some of the Liverpool, I was watching some of the Leeds Leicester game earlier, and it didn't look this dark. Molden Hammer says Mo Lester has a pretty bad touch. To be fair, fair enough. Looks like Liverpool got a corner. Look, just looking at the replay now. So Robertson, Origi, yeah, it's a corner. I thought it was. It certainly is raining, Mark. I don't know. It just looks darker for some random reason. I don't get it why. I mean, I know obviously before Mark pipes up saying it was Leicester Leeds was in the daylight. I know that, but it just doesn't. It looks weird. It just looks too dark. Tony says Golden Sullivan saving on the Lecky bill. Probably, mate. Probably. So now Wijnaldum on the ball now, passing it through to who's that bearded Herbert? Anyway, Robertson. So Dawson tried to clear but gave it back to Robertson. Now Sakiri on the ball. Played through to Milner. Origi, but Robertson back again. Shaqiri looks different, man. Has he dyed his hair? Allison. Phillips. Shakira. Wijnaldum. Thiago back to Wijnaldum. I think that's Wijnaldum, is it? 5. Yeah, Wijnaldum. Alexander-Arnold. Thiago. Milner. So, well, what's everybody thinking now we come up to the first 15 minutes? What's everybody's thinking so far? Alexander-Arnold? Or have I spoken for, pretty much said what you guys are thinking about? It's still too cautious football. So, Alexander-Arnold on the ball now. 3 to eesh. Good clearance. Benrahma. Back past the Fornals, literally behind him. Thiago goes in on Rice. Why is Rice ducking his head? He knows you shouldn't be doing that. Mark says under Kosh a bit here. Agreed, man. Agreed. That's what I'm saying. It's overly cautious football from West Ham. Alexander-Arnold took the free kick too quickly. I mean, we expected to have a bit of pressure from Liverpool. You know, we but at the same point, I mean, but at the same point, we're not doing as much as personally I think we should be doing. Now the pitch is frozen. There we go. So yeah, catch up now, TV. Honestly. Tony says we look nervous, but considering the pressure we're getting, we ain't doing too bad. Agreed. Trent Alexander-Arnold with the corner with the free kick. Thiago cleared out and Bowen loses the ball. Dawson gets fouled and there's a free kick to West Ham. Mark says early days, it's Liverpool after all. I know, but I'm just, as I say, I just like to see us go in for it a little bit more. We seem to be giving them way too much of the ball. Way too much of the ball. I mean, let's have a look. I mean, the stats is 75% possession from Liverpool, which we would expect to a degree, but at the same time, we need to be getting in their faces a little bit more. Just unrattle them a little bit, you know? Just unrattle them a little bit. Right, so Origi to Salah, but Creswell gets in the way now. Rice, Dawson, Fabianski, Soufal. Good ball from Soufal, but right up to Phillips. Wijnaldum now. Robertson. Sheena says we could do a lot better. Agreed. I mean, it's difficult, but we need to be at least showing it rather than trying to defend the whole time. Robertson. Soufal keeping the ball in just. Milner. Goes out for Liverpool throw-in. Taken quickly. Robertson. Milner. Spacing West Ham. Come on. Phillips. Thiago. Alexander-Arnold. Back to Phillips. Ogbonna. Now Salah. Now ball through to Benrahma, who I don't know what he was trying to do then, but I don't think him and Antonio were talking to each other by the looks of it. Because I have no idea what side was trying to do then. Absolutely no idea. Just make sure that we're alright signal-wise. Yep, everything's working fine. Brilliant. It feels really weird having a decent stream because I've got the PC plugged into the router this time rather than using Wi-Fi, and it seems to be working perfectly fine. No issues, which is perfect. Paris Taylor, welcome back, mate. Hope you're all right. Phillips, Alexander-Arnold, boots it back to Alisson, Henderson, Mikey Trott running him down. Origi, Wijnaldum, Alexander-Arnold. Tony says, looks congested out there. No real flow going on. Agreed. Ethan said, how do you get into supporting West Ham? Mate, I can't talk about that while we're doing the game. We'll do it just talk about it for half time before the music kicks in. It's way too long a conversation, I'm afraid, mate. Ogbonna now. We're getting a bit more possession now. This is getting better. Dawson. Sufal. Bowen. Benrahma back to Bowen. To Dawson. Ogbonna. Sufal just gets it and it goes out for a West Ham throw-in. Just off Henderson. Yeah. Just going to adjust that a little bit more just to be on the safe side. It'd be nice to try and get to triple-digit viewers, as always. But guys, 12 views, very, very good. Thank you everyone for joining in. Guys, if you like my T-shirt, by the way, because I know there's a few more people that have clocked in since I talked about it. This is an example of one of the T-shirts you can buy through the channel shop. There's a link in the description from Teespring, and Rick is the only one that bought merchandise from beforehand. Rich, mate, this is much better quality. This print is much better quality than the stuff I had up this time last year. Much better shirt. Much better. We are one away from going back to 1,730 subscribers, guys. So now, a good portion of you that are watching this I know aren't subscribed, so please do hit that subscribe button. I really want to try and get us to 2,000. It'd be really, really good to have that. It'd be very, very, very good to have that. Shaqiri down to Milner. Wijnaldum. Phillips, I think that is. Wijnaldum back to Phillips again. Mo Salah's onside. Runs in. Creswell should do a little bit better. Fortunately, the ball gets cleared. Alexander-Arnold. Fornells, again, took a little bit too long. Ogbonna with a nice header out. Benrahma to Rice. There's a little bit lack of communication going on here between a few players by the looks of things. Benrahma trying to find Antonio, who was onside, but it was just too harshly pushed in. Kicked in, I should say. Sheen says, do you do the tops for kids as well, as it will be my son's birthday soon? Yes, there are kids there. Well, I think there's kids. Let me just check. But there should be kids line up in there. There's 4 types. Let's have a look. Where are we? So you've got the you've got four types. Let's say, Sheena, click on the link in the description below. And you'll have a look. But let me just check, just to double check for. I'm sure there's kids in there. Where are we? No, there isn't. I'm gonna add kids in there now. All right. I thought I put kids stuff in there. There's hoodies. There's t-shirts. It's all manner of things in there. Yeah. Keep it as. Yeah. Oh, Benrahma just lost the ball there. A little bit of a foul, so I can see why he's trying to do it. But yeah, here we go. That done. Creswell. Oh, Benrahma. Oh, that was close from Fornells then. Benrahma keeps it in. Rice. Fornells. Ball from Dawson. Ball up to try and find Sufal, which he does. Can he keep it in? No. It's that's a bit of a rugby tackle with Robertson there. Yeah, you guys are absolutely spot on. And where are we? So, closest. Mark says closest coming. Tony saying that's much better. West Ham much better. Jeremy, welcome, mate. Yeah, take a look at half time, Sheena, because there are now kids t-shirts in there. I've literally just added it in, so go crack it. It says premium, but I don't think there's really premium. Jeremy says hi everyone. Just in from work. Radio commentary says we're being overrun without really facing any serious threat as yet. Or up until about a minute ago, mate. I'd agree. Hopefully we can pose one and surprise. Hopefully you can pose one and surprise everyone and get to within a couple of points of Leicester. You never know, mate. I'll take a draw. I genuinely would take a draw. Mark says, what an absolutely shocking pass from Antonio. Yeah, not the best. Just as Salah is now on the break. Passing up to Wijnaldum. Sorry, Origi, I should say. Thiago. Robertson. That's right. Shaqiri through to Milner. Shaqiri. He looks smaller, man. Shaqiri. I know Shaqiri's shorter, but he looks smaller. He doesn't look as buff as we normally see him. But Wijnaldum. Thiago. Robertson. Back to Milner. Phillips. Wijnaldum. Alexander-Arnold. Salah back to Alexander-Arnold. Ball in from Alexander-Arnold, trying to get into the box. Milner's on it. Blocked by Rice. Souček. Creswell. Fornals just stood around, as usual. So Henderson to Robertson, back to Henderson. Do you know what, guys? Those last 5-10 minutes have gone really pretty quick, to be fair, because we slowly start to grow into it. Just as a great block from Dawson off Shaqiri. Great block from him. Very, very good block. I mean, I don't mind. I don't mind defenders turning their backs if they win, if they do their job and get the deflection. But I'm not a big fan of players doing that in general. But he does. It's a good block from Dawson. I don't think he meant it with his foot. To be honest with you, I don't think he meant it. But anyway, goes out for another Liverpool corner. Ball in, headed out by Souček. Headed back in by Thiago. Origi. It's getting a bit fish in a barrel here at the minute. Just as it was cleared out by Thiago. Come on. That's it, Rice. Good challenge then. Wijnaldum on the ball, unfortunately. Alexander-Arnold. Phillips. Alexander-Arnold. Is it? No, it looks like... Yeah, it's Milner. Fornals puts it out for a Liverpool throw-in. Yeah, I agree. I agree with what Gary Neville is saying here at the minute. We're not in an attacking mindset yet, which is true too. To go, we've had a couple of flashes, but we've sat back again and let Liverpool be on the ball. So ball in. Yes, Shaqiri. Fornals intercepts. Offside from Alexander-Arnold. Not really sure how, but there's a lot of ambiguity around being offside and handball and all that stuff this season. So, I mean, what a game he had on Thursday night. What a game he had with the goal and the assist. What a game! Absolutely, that Spuds Liverpool was a very, very entertaining game. Very entertaining. Really enjoyed it. So we've got a nice double digits consistency viewers, guys. Thank you very much. Please do share this so other people can get involved in the conversation as well. Antonio, it's always nice when we have new people coming in. Creswell, Benrahma, Creswell, all booted. Dawson with a header back to Fabianski. Good move from him. Very, very good move from him. The ball kicked. Long ball. Not exactly the best of ideas there from Dawson, but doing all right. It's not too bad. Not too bad. Mark says, I fancy a little KFC today. Wee Sunday treat. Well, kill yourself, mate. Go for it. I must admit, though, I know what you mean, Mark. I really do like KFC, but I've gone on a takeaway ban until March, so giving it up for Lent, technically speaking. But yeah, I'm not going to have any takeaways. So just right. So Thiago's taking the free kick. Wijnaldum, Robertson, back to Thiago. Whoa! Making a meal of it as well, for that matter, with that floor. Mark says he can't be bothered cooking. I know what you mean, mate. Tony says, shame we just put chicken curry on, otherwise that sounds like a great shout, Mark. Sounds. Morden says, have you ever thought about going on West Ham Fan TV? They have other West Ham channels on there now and then. Yeah, mate. I used to be on West Ham Fan TV for the for the fan cams. Did the fan cams for good season and a half. Season and a half I was doing fan cams, and then the majority of last season once we went in lockdown. And yeah. I haven't done any fan cams with them, or post-match reactions, fan reactions as they're now calling them, since the start of the season, because it's all been too centric on here. But yeah, I've said to them guys many a time, if they ever want me to come on for more than just that, I'm more than happy to talk to them. You know, I've had Ryan's been on, Gio's been on, Gonzo's been on, Charlie's been on. Young Tom's been on. Who else? Mostly from the Hammers chats, guys, more than anything else. Tony says, JP, did I just see a massive head of cider on that cider of yours? No, mate. It's the frozen mug. There's literally no. There was about the head's about about 3 bubbles high, mate. That's it. There's no. It's a freezable mug. I must admit, when you're saying about massive head, I was wondering where you're going for a second then, because I haven't had a haircut for a little while. So yeah, I'm not really sure what Shaqiri's trying to do there to Bowen. Not the best of ideas. So long ball to Soufal. Antonio. Deflection off Henderson. And here comes the corner by the looks of it. Be mindful of the time there, Mark. Putting in spoilers, honestly, mate. Naughty. So, yes, as Mark says, short corner from Bowen, which you got absolutely nothing. You couldn't see a tall thing. You couldn't see it. You absolutely couldn't see it. This is what annoys me about camera directors, man. They're football directors when it comes to live football, man. It's awful. You miss so much because they're not focusing on the right things. Tony says wrong spot, needs to just be in front of Allison. I say we couldn't see it. They were just focusing on a couple of on Souček and Coufal. What was the point? The corner's been fucking taken. Long ball from Milner. Creswell just about gets control of it, but Origi pounces ish and gets the is about to take the throw in. Tony says our passing's been atrocious at times. It has. There seems to be a lot of nerves out there. A lot of nerves. I mean, we've got 10 minutes left of the first half. I mean, to be fair, that's gone pretty quick, as I said. I mean, given how slow we started, and all the farting around that Liverpool were doing, just passing it to each other, and nobody going for the ball, that last 20 minutes or so, again, has gone pretty quick. Since the 10th-15th minute, it's actually gone pretty quickly. Robertson through to Origi, back to Robertson. Thiago. Liverpool free kick for... Not really sure what Rice did wrong there, but here we go. Thiago, Origi. Thiago put long pass over to Phillips. The halfway line. Our spacing's terrible, man. We're bunching up in areas we shouldn't be. We really are. Fornals. Benrahma, why don't you go for that? Robertson to Thiago. Creswell intercepts the pass from Thiago to Alexander-Arnold. Fornals, Souček, Creswell. Long ball from Creswell to try and find Antonio, which he does. Fortunately, Fornals fluffs it. But Souček was alive to it, but Bowen wasn't. But now Bowen's on the ball and gets sandwiched. And there's no foul, apparently. There's a lot of slippering. There's a lot of mistakes being made here. Jesus Christ. Honestly. You know, it's but at the same point we've done well. So we've got the Ogbonna, Rice, long ball up to try and find, was that Fornals he's looking for? Coufal, no, Benrahma gets the ball. Running around, keeps it, gets fouled. Tony, I think that's what you were referring to, wasn't it? Mark. I should say Mark with his comments that were ahead of time for me. Not the most stringent of fouls, but it is a foul granted. So we've got a very, very good opportunity for a decent free kick here. Coufal and Bowen talking about it. Come on. Coufal taking the free kick. That could have been dangerous. But yeah, Liverpool break it, move down. And Wijnaldum on the ball now with a long ball just over halfway line. A little bit of a 1-2 between Creswell and Salah by the looks of things. A little bit of a I'm here, so are you sort of thing. So Milner with the Alexander-Arnold over to Shaqiri. Sorry, Henderson. And intercepted by Coufal. Jeremy says Benrahma has been a real nuisance. One of their players at least will get booked for putting him down. And Sheena, yep, absolutely, Sheena, wake up, West Ham. We're just. As I say, it's too cautious football. We're just giving them way too much time on the ball, not really doing anything with it when we do get the ball, because there's a lot of mistakes out there. But having said that, though, we are defending really well, and a great challenge from Dawson there. Just as pass it, Bowen's on the ball now, short long ball to Benrahma, but loses the ball, and Milner handballed it. Yeah. Just seeing the replay of the free kick now. Rice could have jumped a little bit higher for it, by the looks of things. That could have been a 1-0 header to Rice. Then that genuinely could have been. Paris says we're better than this. Great. Well, we are, but we're not. If you know what I mean. Henderson to Robertson. Back to Henderson. Alexander-Arnold. Bowen. Well controlled by Bowen. Rice. Antonio. Oi! Mikey, come on. Keep control. That's it. Keep control. His kick let him down. But Soufal on the ball now. Bowen had a bit of space but didn't see it. Rice. Benrahma. Ball in. Antonio right at Alisson. Right at him. And yeah, not enough strength either, unfortunately. Rice. Benrahma. Dawson. Fornals. Creswell. Soucek. Benrahma. Rice. Dawson. Soufal. Nice touch. Bowen. Bowen didn't really see the opportunity properly there, unfortunately. Tony says refereeing is missing a lot of naughty things going for Liverpool. Guaranteed if it was us it would be a free kick. 100%, mate. 100%. I mean, what was it? Phillips' challenge on Antonio? Was that run? Like that. Practically threw him down. Unbelievable. So Phillips on the ball now. Alexander-Arnold. Back to Phillips. I don't want this. Henderson to Robertson. Yeah, I'll go back to Henderson. Robertson back to Henderson, I should say. Phillips. Wait, yeah, they're playing for half time now. They're clearly playing for half time, Liverpool. They know there's only a couple of minutes left. Thiago. Robertson. Wijnaldum. Thiago. Oh, that was close. Jesus Christ. Origa was very, very close on that. Very, very close. But it was a good thing. It's a good thing that Dawson there, because it looks like Dawson pretty much put him off. So just looking at the replay now. So good pass from Thiago. What a pass. Yeah. Very good pass from him. And yeah. Dawson a little bit late, but Origi did the clearance for him instead. And as I say, and then we got a goal kick as a result. Alexander-Arnold. Long ball trying to find Salah. Cresswell actually headers it onto Salah, right in his path. Zakiri back to Salah. Salah straight at. Here we go. So we've got 1 minute of extra time. It'd be nice if the people at Sky actually put it up when it was. But a nice attempt from Salah, but great positioning from Fabianski. Great position. Tony says exactly plus the handball earlier. Yep, agreed. Tony also says Captain Tom Moore just been taken to hospital with coronavirus. Jesus. Wow. I hope he does pull through. I doubt any of his family are watching this, but if they are, we all hope he pulls through. I mean, it'd be such a shame. Such a shame if he doesn't. After everything he's done for everybody over the last 12 months, for everyone. Fornells look like that's it. Half time. So yeah, not the best as Mark just said. Poor first half, but at the same point, you know, we took advantage of the few things, but yeah, a lot of sloppy mistakes that we were making. The passing, as we were talking about, was absolutely atrocious. It really was. Ethan, if you're still here, mate, I got into West Ham because of my family. Technically, it was fourth generation, but I chose we always had West Ham always around us, but I chose to be a Hammer. So, yep, half time 0-0. Take that. Absolutely happy with that side of things. So here we go. See you in a couple of minutes. Hi guys, welcome back. Thank you very much for sticking around. It's been brilliant to see how many people have stuck around on this, as always. So we're just about to have the second half kick off now. I'll come to the comments in just a minute once the ball's kicked, because I obviously missed it in the first half, trying to sort a few things out. There you go. So, So we had a really nice comment in earlier, which you can just about see on the screen, from Paul Harrington. Paul, welcome. Thank you very much for the comment. I've been following West Ham United for over 40 years, and I've never literally known a game against Liverpool where we were in the ascendancy. Stay compact when they are on top and look for a foothold. Agreed 100%, just as it goes out for a goal kick. Just from Thiago, look like a Thiago attempt to set up Alexander-Arnold. Just have a look at the replay now. So, yep, Thiago, yep, he's technically you'd say that was offside because his arm's pointing out. But also, David RC's welcome back, mate. Come on, Irons. Paul says plus, nice and relaxing halftime music. JP probably will need that before embarking on an nail-biting second. That's the reason why. That's because I've got three types of music, depending on the game. Right, I've got winning tunes, drawing tunes, which you heard, and losing tunes, and they're all not relatively custom for each scenario, but for the draw I try to keep people as relaxed as possible, because you can get very carried away if you're hearing jing 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 when you're drawing. Jeremy says, Paul, you forgot when we beat them 3-0 up there a few years ago. Agreed, Jeremy, 100% agreed on that. But even so, they dominated for good portions of that game, if I remember correctly. That you're talking about the first time we won in like 52 years. That's what you were going on about, isn't it? Armo, welcome, guys. Let's go on the attack this half. Mark says losing tune is probably Radiohead, mate. Mate, copyright. That's all I'm gonna say. Copyright. I know the joke you're saying it, but it's copyright. You've seen the replay of the foul on Henderson. Henderson making a little bit more of a deal of it than it should have been, but Rice is correctly booked, and to be honest with you, I'm quite glad that I took him out of the fantasy league this weekend. I'm really glad. Paul says, "All right, fella, good to see you, Gooner. You must be very seething at the minute." I know it's jokes, Mark. I know you weren't enough of that, son. You've been interacting since the summertime, so pretty much every stream, bar a few personal things. But yeah. But yeah, no, I know when you're joking, when you're serious, mate. So yeah, not the best of ideas. So yeah, and guys, I'm massively impressed that for the first time since using this software, we've had no buffering issues at all. Nothing's come up. There's a few little bits here and there, but nothing in the state that I couldn't broadcast. I should have plugged this computer into the router months ago. Oh come on, that wasn't a bad challenge. That was a perfectly decent timed challenge from Socek. No need to roll around holding your arm like that. And Jesus, that was close. But well blocked, Ogbonna. Very well blocked. Tony says, shush, JP, the gremlins are listening. Richard's Adventures, hello, mate. Missed first half was busy. From a West Ham perspective, Richard, there wasn't much to talk about, fella, if I'm honest. It's good to see you back, though, fella. It was mostly all Liverpool, as you probably imagine. We had a couple of fair chances. Dodgy corner that we took. But actually, no, just seen the replay. It was Creswell that blocked Salah's challenge, not the other way around. Not Ogbonna. But yeah. And Socek being booked for that challenge, even though referee said play on at the same time. Honestly. Origi really wants a goal. He really wants to score tonight. He genuinely does, and that's what's worrying me. You know, seeing the replays, nice little 1-2s. Dawson Dawson defended it pretty much as well as he could. It's just Origi's just got that extra yard onto him. Richard's Advantage says, I see it as a 1-1 draw prediction. I can see that, mate. I'd take a half. I'd take that now, mate. I'd take a draw. Actually, do you know what? I'd take a 0-0. As boring as it would be, I'd take a 0-0 to have a nice clean sheet. But it'd be nice to try and get at least someone on the score sheet. Just we see Antonio and the replay of him and Phillips coming together. I don't think there was that much in it. I just think it was a 50-50, and it's just his arms. Yeah, they're having a bit of a joke about it, but yeah, there's not much in it. Tony says about time that Phillips ended up with his arse. Bloke was clumsy as fuck. Agreed. Paul said I'll take the scruffy 1-0. Wouldn't you, Jeremy? You would. We'd all take that. Either way, to be honest with you, losing or winning, we'd take a 1-0. So yeah, back to mostly possession of football for Liverpool. So we foul. Come on, no, Alisson got there before Antonio did. Nobody following up on that ball at all. Nobody whatsoever. Richard says, I just hope it's a good outcome. At the moment, it's now biting. The first half was now biting as well, mate. There was certain bits. There was a lot of sloppy mistakes, and we gave Liverpool a lot too much respect. Genuinely, I really do. I think we should have gone in there a little bit more. But that's the way it goes with football, isn't it? So it's a Soufal on the ball now, intercepting from Robertson. Yeah, Robertson. And now Bowen. Looks like a foul on Soufal by the looks of it, but play on. Ball now's over to Creswell. And try to go to Antonio, but just a little bit too hard on the foot there. Marks is very poor in the final third today. Terrible. Tony says, yep, he agrees with you, Mark. Poor from Creswell. It is. Well, it's not poor. It's just the fact that he's in the wrong position. Because if he was a couple of yards back, that's exactly in that. I reckon Antonio's got that. I genuinely do. But yeah, it's not the best. I'm not saying you're wrong, mate. I'm just giving a bit more alteration on it, shall we say? But yeah, it's not the best. Not the best of crosses, granted. But as I said, if you'd have 3 or 4 yards back, that's Antonio's all day long. So Liverpool on the attack once again. Milner. I want to double check something, guys, while we're here, because I think we're back to 17:30. The sub counter hasn't caught up yet, but I think we're back to 17:30. Yes, we are. So thank you very much to whoever subscribed tonight. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Tony Blackwell says his delivery was poor, but that's better. Bonner with the strangest of clearances. I wonder if I can update the score. I wonder if I can refresh that. Can I refresh it? No. Mark says, West Ham man of the match so far, no one. I was going to ask that question at half time. Who do you think played the best out of first half? But nothing. Brendan, hello, mate. Good to see you. Hope you're okay. Long time no see. Right, so Creswell. Benrahma. Rice. Yeah, goes out for Liverpool throne. I must admit, I do agree with what Carlton Cole said at half time. So there's not much more we could have done, but to a degree, I do agree with that. But at the same time, we could have had a bit more of our shooting boots on a bit more. So Dawson to Fornells. Through to Soucek. No, Bowen, I should say. Bowen. Should be passing to Ben Rama. He doesn't. Antonio grabs it. Oh, 3 yards wide. 3 yards wide. Mark says, ooh, close, but no cigar. Antonio says that was our best chance. Agreed. Let's have a look. Let's have a look and see the replay to see exactly how far it was, how far away he was. And this is the sort of thing we should be doing. It should have been doing in the first half, if I'm honest. I generally do. Great control and yeah, couple of yards off the left-hand side of the post for the goalkeepers and right-hand side for Antonio's point of view. But yeah, but I'd say that's the sort of advantage we need to be taking. But no, I wouldn't say that was a foul on Origi. No, because he gets the ball. He gets the ball. Dawson. He gets the ball. I don't care what Neville says. It's a little bit over the top of the ball. He gets it. It doesn't matter, man. He's gonna get. Origi was halfway down before he touched the ball anyway. So Mark says lucky to get that shot because Bowen's pass was terrible. Yeah, Milner off and Curtis Jones on, and it doesn't look like Milner's happy about it either by the looks of things. He's right in front of him, right? He's like, what the hell are you? What's wrong with you? Milner don't look happy. Doesn't look happy. So yeah, can we watch the football now, please? Thank you. And yeah, so Jones is off on the attack then, by the looks of things. Mo Salah. Where are we? That's 56, I think, by the looks of it. Let me know if I got the right. Let me know if I've got the timing right, guys. So Creswell, yeah, Creswell again should have been in there. Nice pass by Jones, to be fair. But yeah, looks like Creswell got a bit of a touch on it actually. To be honest with the way that ball bounces as Salah kicks it. Let's have a look. No, I can't see, but should have done better. Should have done better. Brendan just says that Dawson was the best defender in the game. And yeah, Tony shouldn't just repeat what Tony said. Here we come again. Here we come Liverpool again with Origi, and straight to Fabianski. Now I'm not said, as angry as I am about that we conceded that goal from Salah. Great interplay from Liverpool for it to be fair. But again, spacing, bunching up in the wrong areas. So it's 57. So but Salah's the captain in my fantasy league, so I'm angry, but I'm glad I'm getting some points for the fantasy league, which we'll be doing the broadcast for at 7 o'clock tomorrow night. So check out that, guys. And then of course, the transfer window closes at 11 o'clock tomorrow night, so we'll have a live conversation about that as well. I'm gonna try and get that on to both Facebook and YouTube as well. Because the watch-alongs are only going to be specifically on YouTube from now on, but everything else like the live chats and anything else is going to be on YouTube and Facebook. But 15 people in the chat now. Has been consistently double figures since half time. Thank you very much, guys. Much appreciated. If you like this video, please give it a like. The more likes this video gets, and apparently more advertising YouTube will do for the streams to get more people in. Tony says we look all over the shop at the moment. The heads have gone. Agreed. Paul says right time to show if we can play some football now. Nothing to lose. Again, agreed. As I said, I think a lot of people were getting carried away that we were sitting in fifth, and if we won this, we were a point above Liverpool. But it's the 21st game of the season. Plenty of time to catch up. Plenty of time to catch up. Ogbonna. Socek. Rice. Bowen. Yeah, ball through to Bowen, but yeah, gathered. Mark says Yama coming on. I'm guessing Tony, but Bowen's coming off for Yarmolenko. I'm guessing because or Antonio be one of the two. You love giving spoilers, don't you, Mark? So I'm guessing either Bowen or Antonio. Be one of the two. Almost is disappointed with this game. I think I know why, but just clarify, Armo. I mean, did you think we were going to beat Liverpool and go fourth? I mean, I never did. I said right at the start. I said I'd take a point. Even with the changes that Liverpool have made, yes, all right, we haven't played brilliantly, but even with the changes that Liverpool have made, they've still got a very, very strong side out there. Very strong side. Jones to Robertson. Back to Jones. But he goes out for a goal kick. So as Marcus spoiled, as usual. Fornell's coming off and Yarmolenko coming on. Interesting change. Interesting change. Not one I would have. Not one I don't think anybody expected to see at all. Really don't think anybody expected to see that. So it looks like Benrahma's. Hey, hang on, where are we? So yeah, so it looks like Benrahma's playing centre mid, and Yarmolenko's out on the left. Sorry, Benrahma's out on the left, and Yarmolenko centre mid by the looks of things. It's a bit weird. Armin says the way we set up, I understand if it was against a fully healthy team, but we are on fire recently. We should be trying to make a statement against a team who we recently struggled with. Agreed. But as I said at the start, mate, which I know you weren't here for the first half, and that's cool. That's fine. But as I said then that we were giving them too much space. We were giving them too much respect. And as I said a minute or so ago, it's a depleted Liverpool side, but it's still a very strong Liverpool side. All this bullshit that that Klopp was giving about, it's unfair, blah blah blah. Well, you want European football, you got to deal with it. Talking of dealing with it, come on. And Socek with a foul on Henderson's head, but not intended in any shape or form. Yeah. Yeah, it's not intended at all. Not intended at all. Mark says Klopp's an old moan. He loves them. He loves it, mate. He's because he's deflecting off it because he's putting it out. So if we win this game, which to be honest with you could possibly happen with a slightly reinforced striking ability. I mean, as we've said before, during this conversation, that Fornals has not exactly been on it. He's had a few mistakes here and there. Not to be fair, not much more than anyone else. To be completely honest with you, but at the same point, with Yarmolenko and Antonio, it could help. It could really help. So goal long ball from Fabianski. Socek on the ball, under the ball. Creswell. Benrahma. Back to Socek. Ogbonna. Back to Soucek. Paul says Salah equals 8 out of 8 games against us, all too predictable. Agreed, mate. Agreed. But he's a bloody difficult player to play against. Otherwise, he wouldn't have the amount of goals that he's got. So Bowen keeping the ball just, but it goes out for a West Ham throw-in. Dico Maglente, welcome. Watching the game at 1 a.m. straight. Love from the Philippines. Well, if you're watching it in the Philippines, mate, where the bloody hell's Darren? Because he lives in the Philippines and should be up watching this as well. But bless him. But Darren, if you're watching the replay, mate, I hope you're right. Sorry for the yawning, guys. We're up quite late last night, celebrating good fortune from one of my housemates, Yarmolenko. Not the best of balls in from Soufal, to be honest with you. Mark says, better West Ham, come on, let's win this. We are slowly getting at them. That's for sure. Bowen's taken the corner by the looks of things. We do, Armo. We certainly need a striker, but one ain't coming, mate. We're not getting one in 24 hours. It's not going to happen. Bowen with the corner in. Let's look at the replay of that. So, that's a corner. That's a corner. Great, it comes off Origi. That's a corner. Brian, welcome back, mate. Says, how does it feel you having Lingard in your squad? And another corner for clearance from Robertson. It feels good. I'm as I said, he's going to give our midfield some. He's going to give some midfield to depth, and he's going to give some competition to the midfielders out there. Richard has just been to check dinner and come back to this result. Go back in the kitchen, fella. Bowen with the corner. Headed out easily by Liverpool, and now they're on the slow but surely inevitable counter-attack. There we go. Oh, Jesus almighty. Shaqiri up to Salah. 2. Jesus Christ. Oops, sorry, wrong way. And I said it was the counter-attack, didn't I, Said it was the counter-attack. This is a great play from Liverpool. We got caught out there big time. Started from Bowen's weak corner. Agreed. Couldn't go past the. But what a ball that is! What a ball that is from, I think it's Robertson. What a ball! You know, and just back into Salah, and the easiest of goals for him. I mean, sorry, it's Trent Alexander setting it up, and then whoever I can't see who that is, but really good. But I wouldn't say that. Neville, shut up. I wouldn't say that was a special touch. It's a good touch. Don't get me wrong. Paul says three guesses who just scored. Yeah, well you can see it. You can see it down here, mate. Anyway. Well, Hammers need a goal for my prediction to work. Mark says 3-2 win. Paul says great goal though. To have to be fair, yeah, it is. It's beautifully worked. Beautifully worked. If we'd had Shaqiri's come off and Firmino's come on. Sorry, Firmino's come on. I should say, not Firmino. Jeremy says, sorry, hate to say this, but you have to admire that. Yeah, it's a great goal. Absolutely superb. Shaqiri's done his job, and pat on the back shows we have a way to go yet, despite our form at the moment. Yeah, we aren't a Champions League style team. We're not a top 6 style team yet. With the right investment, we are. So it was Shaqiri with the assist. Sheena says not shot one bit. Sheena, did you get a chance to have a look at it? Sheena, did you look at the channel shop? Yeah. Just to let you know, if you have bought anything, guys, at the minute, because these come from the US. Well, some are from the US and some are from the EU. if it says ship from the US, this took 2.5. This took almost 3 weeks to come through. So just be patient. If you do make any purchases from the club shop, the channel shop, please do be patient. If you do make any purchases, guys, thank you very much, because that will go into the commission I'll get from the from that will be going into reinvesting into the channel as always. Right, so yeah, a little bit of bad control from Benrahma then. Really bad control from him. Alexander-Arnold. Benrahma gets the ball, fortunately. Antonio impeding there somewhat. Sloppy pass. Antonio's angry. He's angry. You can tell he's angry. That's why that was such a bad pass. He's put his anger in his feet, which is what we need from centre forward. But just when you're in the box or going for goal, not when you're trying to make a pass. But guys, as I said, we are massively, and I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna say anything bad, guys. I'm not gonna say anything, because at the end of the day, guys, we're really massively overachieving so far this season. Really are massively overachieving. Mark says, terrible again, we're awful today, bloody awful. Tony says, our first half performance has dictated this game so far. It has, man. I mean, it's literally, again, they're showing the replay. A beautiful ball over from Alexander-Arnold up to Shaqiri, and a beauty back to him up to Salah. Absolutely fantastic. It just shows I know it's a cliche, but it just shows the golfing quality between the two sides. It genuinely does. Genuinely does. Mark says, so many simple passes and we keep messing it up. 15 goals so far this season Salah's got. Crazy. Rice with just everyone's just standing around. Rice with that interception, and Benrahma went, oh shit, no, I need to get the ball now. Brain sample, welcome mate, good to see you again. Liverpool doing to West Ham what they did to Spurs. Yeah, and we're playing equally shit as Spurs did on Thursday night as well, for that matter. We've still got. I hope. I'm not bad mouthing our fan base in any shape or form, but I hope this brings a lot of people down to earth. This result, I really, really do, because a lot of people are getting massively over confident and this. It's if we're around about 5th in the table at the end of April, with a month to go towards the end of the season, that's when I'm going to start getting carried away. You don't do it in January. It feels great, don't get me wrong, but you don't do it in January. It's like going back to Allardyce tactics for the first hour. Agreed, absolutely agreed. So guys, we're coming up to the time that Moyes would normally make a substitution. Who would you bring on? So Origi. Through to Firmino. And it goes out for a corner. Yeah, looks like a corner. Mark says Rice is getting frustrated. Yeah, because he knows we ain't playing well. That's half the problem. He knows that. But as I said, I'm not bad mouthing anybody, guys. But I do genuinely feel that we need to get our feet back on the ground after the results. I genuinely do. It's a shame, because it would have been nice to get a point out of this, but I can't see it. in the next 15 minutes, cannot see us scoring 2 at all. So ball in for the corner, and great save by Fabianski. I think Fabianski's had a, with the exception of his positioning for Salah's got. Oh bloody hell, Mikey! Thiago. Salah going for the hat trick and fluffs it big time. Kieran says Lanzini for Benrahma. Tony says possibly Lanzini. For who, Tony? For who? Just, yeah. Guys, you get any buffering? Because I'm keeping getting up errors saying so there's not much data going through. You guys get any buffering at all? It's been saying it for the last last 10, 15 minutes. Just let me know. I mean, every time I'm checking it, it's coming up pretty smooth. But at the same point, I just want to make sure that you guys are seeing everything okay. Mark says we need another striker badly. Antonio is not on it today, and we've got no replacement. Agreed. Mark says no buffering, and Kieran says all good. Thank you, guys. So you're right, Tony. The Gremlins were listening. Brain Sample says all good here as well. So thanks, guys. It's just I have to. I'm just so used to things screwing up. I have to keep an eye on it because I don't see anything from this side until I have a look on YouTube. So it's a bit difficult putting everything juggling all together. But we'll get there. We'll get there. Yarmolenko. Sufal. Back to Yarmolenko, please. Thank you. A little bit too late for that. And as a result, Yarmolenko's running back to the halfway line to Ogbonna. Rice. Benrahma. Rice. Dawson. Kieran says you can only see 3-0 here. Agreed. 3-0 to Liverpool, of course. Jeff Blackman, welcome, Jeff. Nice to see a good face again. Agree that Antonio was poor today. He would have been subbed if we had another striker. Well, I thought he was going to come off when Yarmolenko came on, to be honest with you, and he still might. He could bring on Lanzini, push Yarmolenko up front. He could do that. He could still do that. There's plenty of time for him to still do that. There's a bit of a Salah loving at the minute. Tony says Fredericks and Noble coming on. So right, so who would you bring? So maybe Benrahma for Nobes. Let's have a look. No, Antonio for Noble. Yeah, and Fredericks coming on for. Let's have a look. Can we find out? So as I say, it could be Yarmolenko up front, and yeah. Mark, I was about to say the same thing. We're trying not to concede a third now. That's generally what Moyes' tactic is. And Bowen for Fredericks. So yeah, so we've got Yarmolenko up front. I'm guessing with as I thought, and Fredericks out on the right. Not a bad shout, to be honest, because I generally still think that Fredericks is a winger. He's not a right back in any shape or form. With his pace, we need him on the wing. So yeah. Francis Albella, thank you, welcome. Manager without balls. With defeatist mentality, said Mark. Kieran says this will scare them. So Origi coming off and Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain coming on. Brain Sample says, I know you want Champions League, but would you be happy with the Europa League? I've never said Champions League. Never ever said it. Never said it. I said it'd be nice to finish in Europe. Never said Champions League. Never Champions League. Armo says, no me Po or Lanzini. Don't think this is the time for the youngster, mate. I really don't think. Really don't. Not the game. It's not the game. Richard Vance says, we can do this one. At least we have this one at least, or stop coming 3. Yeah, agreed, mate. We could stop it becoming 3. I think is what you're referring to. Yeah, we've got 10 minutes to go plus probably 4 or 5 minutes of added time. I'm guessing because of the couple of the fouls and all that sort of bollocks. But we'll find out in a few minutes' time. Armo says, you take the FA Cup over Europe. Agreed, 100%. We have not won it since the day I was born, literally. So the FA Cup's more important. A decent mid-table finish. I've always said top 10. Always said top 10 this season. Mark, stop exaggerating. You're not crying your eyes out. Stop crying your heart out. But yeah, it is. It's, as I said, I just hope this result brings everybody down to earth, because we've got a lot of us, not all of us, but a lot of us have got way too carried away. As I said, if we're in and around 5th and 6th or 7th, and at the end of April, then I'll be more than happy with that. More than happy. And then I'll start getting carried away. But now is not the time. You did not get carried away in January. I'm more carried away for the FA Cup at this point than I am for the league. Yeah, and Gary Neville's right. We haven't disrupted their centre backs at all. Kieran says, I still think we will finish between 8th and 10th. Yeah, very possibly. Bearing in mind we were, what was it, 16th, 15th, 16th last season, end of last season. If we finish in single digits, it's a massive improvement. Paul says, something else that hasn't happened over the past 40 years. A top striker who stays fit equals a top 5 finish. Agreed. That's why City, Liverpool, and I dare to say it's Spuds are up there, and our striker is Antonio fella. London, amazing at 21. Welcome back. Absolutely says absolutely right. Armo said 10th, and FA Cup is better than 7th and losing in the finals just to get eliminated in the Europa League qualifiers to Rashford Gugu. So, Wijnaldum. I've hardly mentioned anything about any West Ham players being on the ball this half. I really haven't. We've hardly touched it. Little couple of interceptions here and a piss poor pass there, and it's all Liverpool. Which we were expecting. Just shutting up shop, going back to Allardyce. Mark, will you stop with the spoilers, man? Alexander-Arnold. Firmino, easier. Wijnaldum. Was it Origi? 84th minute. So let's get back to the comments. Where are we? Tony says no way back now. Kieran says Benny's been woeful. Jeremy says, anyone notice how far back Salah is coming to help the team? Have to admire that. He's been I'd be very surprised if he doesn't get man of the match, mate. I'd be very surprised if he doesn't. Paul says absolutely light years between the teams going forward. Reality check, as I've been saying for the last 20 minutes. Mark says crap against a crap Liverpool team. Villa put 7 past them. But Liverpool was shit that night, Mark. I know what you mean, but Liverpool were absolutely terrible that night. Armo says, to be honest, no one should get upset if we lose. All runs come to an end. Agreed. Just got to get ready for Villa and go get the 3 points. Well, we got Villa next, and then it's Fulham after that, if I remember correctly. Sheena says she's disappointed in West Ham tonight. Yeah, I'm not disappointed in the result because it was, to a degree, it was understandable, but I'm disappointed with the application and just the lack of enthusiasm, and I'm very, very looking forward to Moyes' post-match interview. Very looking forward to it. TSC, welcome. Not watching that shit anymore. Didn't even know you were, son. Haven't heard from you all game. Armo says Liverpool love our pitch. It's the perfect stadium for them. Richard says best focus on the games ahead. Knew it's going to happen. Yeah, as Armo said, all runs come to an end. Another corner. It'd be nice if we pull one back. It'd be nice. I mean, I can't see it, but it would be nice. Ball in. Dawson! Wow! See? Said it would be nice, and it is nice. It's a great goal from Dawson. Absolutely brilliant. Very, very good. What's that? Wish you guys would comment this often. Mark's so goal from David. TSC says goal twice. Armo says, do people honestly think we gonna go under? What we were gonna, I think we were gonna go undefeated for the season. I think that's what you're trying to say. Mark's being cheeky, saying it's 4-3. Is 4-3 on the cards? Brain Sample says same as the Spurs result. Agreed. Paul, well done on the consolation, but yet again not from a forward player. Mate, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where goals come from. Quite frankly, it really doesn't matter where goals come from, as long as they go in. That's the main important thing. But yeah, if we'd had a proper out and out centre forward stroke striker rather than a makeshift winger being converted into, well, actually technically is a wing back converted into a striker, then yes, it would have been good. It would have been good. We could have had more. We generally could have had more. Mikey could have had. Antonio could have had a goal tonight. He really could have had a goal tonight. Jamie says he's going to be our top scorer by the end of the February at this rate. I mean, Souček's on 7. He's our joint highest goal scorer so far, if I remember right. Kieran says we are massive again. I feel sorry for Tibbles. So, what do you reckon for stoppage time, guys? I reckon at least 5, maybe 6 minutes. We'll find out hopefully in a few seconds. Well, about a minute and a half. But what do you reckon? 5, 6 minutes? As I said, I'm genuinely looking forward to what Moyes is going to say, because he's going to be spitting feathers about a lot of things. I guarantee one of the things is, we did some good things, we did some terrible things, and I'm very disappointed. If he doesn't say things along those lines, then I don't know what game he's been watching, quite frankly. Mark, yeah, it's deflating when you lose anyway. But as I said, we're not a European team. We're not. Armo says at least we did not hit the posts good for West Ham clips. Good, fair point, actually, mate. Yeah. Brainstorm says Klopp will be fuming for not keeping a clean sheet. Very much so. But guys, as I said, what do you reckon for added minutes? 15? 5 minutes? 6 minutes? For extra time? Come on, guys, doesn't take that long to type in a couple of digits. Or a digit. I said I'd rather lose to Liverpool but beat Villa. Great. Given how they played against Southampton, mate, we've really got to buck our ideas up. 3 minutes. I don't know how they came to that, but maybe it's consolation for the amount of minutes we conceded the other day. Was it 6 minutes? It's ridiculous amount of time. Kieran says this is why I still can't get behind Moyes. He reverts back to these negative tactics. Well, I know what you mean, Kieran, but at the same point, mate, what choice has he got when we've been playing that shit football for most of the game? We've had 10 minutes? 10 minutes of decent football? He had no choice. He absolutely had no choice. Jeremy says Villa were the better side when we beat them. Agree with you, John. We need to buck up for that game. Yeah. Southampton were massively unlucky last night. Massively unlucky. They had so many chances. So many chances. Honestly, I could not believe the amount of times that Villa were able to get away with keeping a clean sheet. It was unreal. Unreal. Thiago, Alexander-Arnold, Salah. I mean, from a fantasy league point of view, I'm a bit disappointed that Alexander-Arnold hasn't got an assist or something, because that boosts my numbers up a bit. But Armo says that the players weren't up for it. My substitutes weren't good, but he should not get blamed. Agreed. I mean, he brought on what he could. To say it's not the time for WHU, because Liverpool just absolutely would have pounced on him. It's the thin squad that we all know. That's half the problem. But as I always say, it's 10% from the manager and 90% from the players, because all the manager can do is give them the tactics and give them the lineup, and that's it. They make the decisions. That's it. Armo says Villa and Man United are the luckiest teams in the league. So yeah, agreed so far, mate. 100%. But guys, as I said, we're entering into the last few seconds of the game now. So guys, please do hit the subscribe button if you haven't already done so. Please also do like this video, share this share this on content as well. I mean, it's a bit irrelevant now, but let people know about this channel. I say the reason why we're not. That's it. Game over. The reason why we're not growing, is the channel isn't growing, is because I can only do so much. Yeah, more and you know, Armo will be able to back this up. That this has been the home of the watch along for 2.5 seasons now. Thank you, Brian. Brain sample, good stream, thank you. Armo says the only thing I hate about our next game is we have to watch that rat Grealish. Yeah, he's terrible. But guys, I'm gonna go and put my notes together for the Villa game. But as I said, please do subscribe if you haven't already done so. Please do hit the like button. Please share this content with anybody that you feel want to watch it. If you want to check out the t-shirts, and this is my own shirt that I've designed, which is available within the within the channel shop. And follow us all follow the channel on Twitter, Facebook. Even Instagram, so I'm trying to use on more regular basis. Thank you, Armo. Support JP if you love West Ham. My man. Cheers, Kieran. Thanks, Paul. Cheers, Jeremy. Take care of yourselves, guys. As I said, I'm going to go and put the notes together for the preview, and I'm going to go and record that now. So it'll be available for Monday night, or Monday afternoon, I should say. But Paris, thanks, guys. Glad you enjoyed it. But in the meantime, guys, look after yourselves. Take care. Look after each other as well for this, and don't be shitty to everybody else. Just because we've lost to Liverpool, which to a degree was always on the cards anyway. But look after yourselves, guys. See you tomorrow for either the Fantasy League roundup or the 11 o'clock January transfer video roundup. We'll do both of those will be live. Richard says at least we got a goal. Agreed. Stay safe. Show respect to each other. Hope to see you tomorrow night at tomorrow evening and tomorrow night. Well, 7 o'clock's both nights, isn't it really? But take care, guys. See you soon.